pure dominance from Inter Miami, and that guy right there, Lionel Messi, the GOAT, was at his absolute best. A goal and 3 assists on the night for Lionel Messi and Inter Miami, who now come back home to host New York City FC in the East, Nico. But look, Messi's done this so many times at the international level. He's done it for clubs at some of the best leagues in the world, but it just never really gets old watching Lionel Messi doing what he did.
Well, especially if you're FC Cincinnati and you decide to look like elementary school boys playing against Inter Miami. They were bad. I think if you never saw FC Cincinnati play, you would think they're one of the worst teams in Major League Soccer if you saw that game by itself.
The moment looked too big for them a bit.
They crumbled.
Yeah. They got
dramatically.
They got it completely wrong in terms of how they set up even. They played a back three most of the year. They show up in a 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 4 center backs. Do that against Messi, you're pretty much asking him.
Even in the change of formation, the way that they were so slow to cut down space, to give Inter Miami the time and the space to play and to dictate, they never looked like they were scoring opportunities. They were never looking like they were stopping at any point this Inter Miami train, that they just kind of rolled out a carpet for them. It was, for a playoff game that we billed as arguably one of the best of the weekend, it ended up being nothing like what we imagined because FC Cincinnati just decided to not show up.
Yeah, Nico, we were previewing that one with Tom Bogert, and it went a completely different direction. By the way, Messi, 60 goal contributions in the regular season and playoffs, which absolutely, no surprise, shatters the record in Major League Soccer. Okay, let's talk about one of the decisions made with the lineup, and that was Matteo Silvetti getting the start over Luis Suarez. Lahoud, what did you make of that decision? And, I mean, seemingly played out just all right.
It's a bold one if you're Javier Mascherano, because you know the significance of Luis Suarez in this team, and it's a bold decision when it counts in the playoffs, and it's honoring what Silvetti has done, not just for Inter Miami in these MLS Cup playoffs, but the U20 World Cup. I thought he was very good, but from a footballing standpoint, it fits into what makes Inter Miami so much better.
Just say it.
They can press. They're younger. They have legs. They look better. Right? They look more aggressive. They look more hungry. And, sorry, Luis Suarez, they look more clinical. Never thought I'd say this. They look more clinical down the stretch. With Silvetti, with Allende, you see it in the supporting cast getting involved and getting goals. It's not Messi y 10 más. It's Messi and company. It's a full team, solid team.
Inter Miami are better without Suarez, period.
End of discussion.
But I think a lot of people know that. It's a matter of playing with the ego and the history of Suarez as a player. Are you going to relegate him to the bench? And Messi has a good understanding with Silvetti. He knew him from Newell's, and they've actually struck quite a good partnership. It is more dynamic. It kind of allows Messi in that role to a lot of what you were explaining in that false 9 type position, that playmaking position in the first segment, where Messi's allowed to drop, and he's allowed to find runners. And you play a Silvetti, you play a Tadeo Allende, who's gotten better. He's scoring a lot of goals, Tadeo Allende. And it's incredible to watch, because it's kind of like that more experienced quarterbacking role of Messi to play these youngsters in. And they're only improving. If you're watching this Cincinnati Inter Miami game, your lesson learned is that you got to be on it without a shadow.
Yeah, we'll have a full preview of the conference finals coming up tomorrow with Tom Bogert, but let's talk about the other side and a huge matchup in the West, where Vancouver, they take down LAFC, and now they await the winner from tonight's match between San Diego and Minnesota. And just what an incredible match to be a witness to, Lahoud. Vancouver Whitecaps, where do you rate them of the remaining teams now after what they did?
They're a very dangerous side, and you have to put them as the favorites, because I had LAFC as my favorite to get to MLS Cup, just given the form of Son, given the goal scoring of Bouanga. But to grind out elements of this match, it wasn't a barn burner in terms of being 25 shots and then getting 2 goals. It was an element of being effective and efficient, right? And when you go to penalties, it's a luck of the draw, but there's nothing lucky about this Vancouver side, and it's a Thomas Muller effect. They have this winning mentality, and it's shown significantly from a team that was already a damn good team.
Yeah, incredible. No Tristan Blackman, though, for the conference final. That's going to be a big miss.
Yeah, just the resilience to give up that equalizer, to force extra time, that gives all the momentum to LAFC, who at one point were up but Vancouver were down 9 men to 11 in extra time. I mean, it was just crazy what Vancouver did, and now they await the winner, San Diego, Minnesota. If you're Vancouver, Nico, who do you think that they're hoping to get?
Does anybody beat them seating-wise?
Ooh, is it San Diego?
San Diego would be the
San Diego, right?
highest seed,
San Diego. So I mean, if of course you want to play at home, clearly.
Yeah.
And San Diego's in a nice little run of form. So I mean, I guess Minnesota, and I think they have more weapons than Minnesota.
Do you see that being the case, though, Mike?
Yeah, I do. And this is another big opportunity for Sebastian Berhalter. When you think of players,
he's good, man.
Profiles, making a statement to Poch, Michel Pochettino will be watching what's happening in these MLS Cup playoffs.
I don't even care at this point for Poch, even for his own stock as a player. He's dynamic. He's got the energy. He's got all the qualities that you want in a good midfielder. And I'm proud to see his growth because Columbus didn't want him. Columbus kind of just got rid of him, and he's found a nice little home for himself at Vancouver, and he's a very important player for this squad. Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.